Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back.
Hi everyone, Adam here, once again participating in the Slashback challenge created by Joe the Horror Man. As always, I'll leave a link to the original challenge video for those who don't know what it's about or want to participate. And this week's challenge was Killer Toys, and I went with maybe an obvious choice, Child's Play 2. Okay, released in 1990. And once again, Alex Vincent returns as Andy Barclay. Also stars Jenny Agutter and Garrett Graham and Christine Elise. And directed by John Lafia with Don Mancini writing. And this tells the story of Andy Barclay, who's trying to come to terms with the trauma he suffered from the events of the previous movie. His mother is now in psychiatric care because, of course, nobody believes her story about a killer doll. And also the company that had made the good guy doll that Chucky resurrected himself in, they now have the doll in their possession, so they put it back together. And, of course, Chucky comes back to life. But as you'd expect, Chucky is resurrected, and once he gets away, he tries to track down Andy once again. And Andy is taken in by the Simpsons, not those ones, by Joanne and Phil, who decide to foster him. Also there is the teenager Kyle, who I think is one of the best characters in this franchise. And I think most of the main characters in here are a standout. Jenny Agutter, who everyone would know from American Werewolf in London, is very likeable. And Garrett Graham, who plays the foster dad. Phil, who plays the foster dad, Phil, he's pretty good. Of course, he comes across as a bit grumpy, but you kind of understand where he's coming from. And I don't think I have to tell you that, well, people get killed. I'm sure most of you have seen this one. Of course, I do like the original Child's Play, but I think this one kind of improves on everything a little bit. Alex Vincent gives a better performance in here than the original. Of course, the animatronics are better, of course, because they've been upgraded on Chucky, where a bunch of dolls are stuck in the conveyor belt, where a bunch of dolls are stuck in the conveyor belt where it gets the eyes put into their sockets. And of course the technician comes over to try and fix it up, and Chucky knocks him on, then you get the eyes in the man's face, and it's kind of funny but very dark if you think about it. Yeah, and I was saying before about the climax, it's done in the Play Pals warehouse with a whole heap of good guy dolls around there. And I think it's one of the best climaxes in the franchise. I probably don't need to go into this too much. You guys have probably seen it, and it is actually my favourite in the franchise. As much as I like pretty much most of the other ones, except for Seed of Chucky. So that's just my thoughts on Child's Play 2. Happy Slashback Saturday. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.